Estiva, this is LaserBolt, and boy, does it feel good to be back, guys. Today, we're going to be talking about the future of Outriders. Now, before we get started, I do want to make sure I let you guys know one thing. I have actually played the future. I know what's happening, and I'm pretty excited to make this video. Unfortunately, guys, I can't really go into too much detail on what exactly that future unfolds. Now, what I could tell you guys is make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your notifications, and be ready because the wait is almost over for me to tell you what I actually saw and got to play. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about the future of Outriders. Now, if you guys do enjoy the Outriders coverage we provide here on the channel, do me a huge favor, guys, drop a comment, drop a like, but most importantly, guys, subscribe to the channel, turn on all your notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. In addition to that, guys, if you want to show just a little bit more support, hit that join button, become part of the Bolt Nation, and get that LaserBolt luck. So let's go ahead and talk about the future of Outriders. So to talk about the future of Outriders, I kind of wanted to go ahead and visit back just a tad bit on what exactly was wrong with Outriders and what a lot of the community wanted out of the game. Now, as you guys may know, one of the biggest downsides of Outriders was definitely the launch. There was a lot of problems, a lot of things going wrong with Outriders, but now a lot of things have gotten corrected. Now, as you guys may already know, if you guys have been following the dev news, you guys know that we're going to be getting a couple changes not only to the classes, but also to the mods, and that's going to make a lot of things a lot better. But what I did want to talk to you guys about is, of course, a few of the changes that a lot of the community wanted. And we're going to start off with the endgame content, which is the expedition. So, one of the biggest concepts that everybody wanted to make sure that they had within the expeditions is to make sure that there was a way to be able to remove the time gate of said expedition. So, as you guys know, each expedition will be able to award you certain loot, but your bonus was based on the time of completion. Now, I don't know if this has been changed, but what I can tell you guys, this is something that the community wanted quite a lot. They didn't want a timed experience. They actually just wanted to enjoy the expedition and play it as fast as they possibly could. But they also wanted the option to be able to get the end loot regardless of the time. So that was one of the big issues. Another big issue that I had with the game that I was always advocating for and was always one of the biggest things that I really wanted is when you looked at this expedition screen, I wanted to make sure that the expedition screen would allow you to go anywhere you wanted to, as opposed to doing what we had to do, which was going into an expedition and then going out and then just quitting out of that expedition and coming back in. Actually, somebody joined me. I didn't even know someone joined me. Okay, well, the main thing here, guys, is we wanted to make sure that the expedition would be able to reset, and the only way we were able to do that is that we actually went ahead and resetted the expedition. So, unfortunately, that still hasn't changed as I see right now. Now, will that change with the new update? We don't know. But what we do know is that there is going to be a couple changes that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised on what those changes are. So we're going to go ahead and leave out of this expedition. And here we go. And we're going to abandon it and reset it that way. Now, another thing that I felt that a lot of people were kind of not too happy with was the ability of being able to lock in your gear. Now, what I mean lock your gear is having the ability to go to your menu and go to your characters menu, and within that character menu, give the ability to make sure that you could lock certain loadouts. So if you ever wanted a loadout for playing a different playstyle, you were able to select the loadout. A lot of people advocated for that, so that's something that a lot of people wanted. Now, another thing that a lot of people wanted and had a big issue with was the disability of being able to actually target farm a specific item. So, like, let's say you really wanted this weapon, the anomaly, and you had the anomaly and you wanted to make sure you knew where the anomaly dropped. A lot of you guys who were smart actually watched my videos, hopped onto the stream, and were able to get the weapons you guys wanted to because we were able to target farm those weapons. But a lot of people wanted the ability to be able to go to any expedition and be able to target farm that expedition to make sure you got that drop to make sure you got that legendary to drop. Now, if they're going to be changing that in the game, I don't know. But regardless, guys, I will still be able to target farm any weapon. So don't worry about it, guys. I got you completely covered. Now, another thing that was also a big issue was that this ability of playing the highest Aaron content, which was the Eye of the Storm, and having that time getting. You weren't able to actually solo this, guys, because to be able to solo this, you would have to pass this within 15 minutes. And those 15 minutes were almost impossible for any solo player to be able to complete this and get the gold clearance here. So you weren't able to get that gold clearance in 6 minutes, yet alone 15 minutes. It was very difficult for solo players. I don't think there has been a solo player has conquered this within 6 minutes unless they were hacking. Now, with that being said, a lot of people wanted that to change, and that almost ties into the whole time thing. Another thing that a lot of us also wanted was being able to use all the currency that we had within the game, which is the endgame currency, and being able to use that in-game currency to the maximum value. So as you guys see right here, I have look at my draw pods, guys. My draw pods are maxed out. But what happens with those maxed out draw pods? I can't do absolutely nothing with these because I already have this weapon. I already have all this. None of this gear is viable, and none of these weapons are viable for me to purchase. So what exactly do I go ahead do when I have too many draw pods, but I just don't have enough stuff to spend it in? So that was one of the biggest drawbacks. Now, another thing, guys, that a lot of people had major issues with was the ability to be able to, have your different builds that worked and coincide with different weapons. A lot of us were tied down to a specific loadout for a set of characters. So, for example, I went with the anomaly build where we would hot swap the weapons and get the moaning winds to proc every single time, and then we would capsize that with fortress, allowing us to get even more damage. Now, we were set to play like this because, unfortunately, the Devastator did not have enough power with its anomaly power to be able to dish a lot of damage. Now, a lot of people were tied, if you were playing Technomancer, to play a certain way because they wanted to make sure that they had enough damage to be able to put with the DPS. So that was one of the biggest downsides that we had. And hopefully with this new update and hopefully with the new changes that might be coming to the game, all that gets changed and we're able to play the way we want regardless of what we want. Another highly requested feature that a lot of you guys were asking for was with transmog, being able to use any gear that you wanted to and changing the look and style of that gear. That was something that was really highly asked for Outriders, and something that a lot of the community actually wanted. Now, I want to have a question for you guys. Is there something that I missed that you would want to see in the game, that you wanted to see the game, that would make you come back to the game? Let me know in the comment section down below. Those are the ones I could probably think on top of my head that were the biggest issues when it came to the game that a lot of the community actually wanted to see and wanted them to be implemented. Now, I don't know if that's going to be implemented. Maybe I do know, but I can't really say. But you guys are definitely going to want to make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel, because I will let you guys know as soon as I'm allowed to what changes are coming and what you can expect. But like I said, is there anything else that I might have not mentioned that you want to see Outriders implement to be part of the game? I kind of want to know your guys' feedback, because I want to see if they actually hit the right notes when the update is set to be released. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are excited for the future of Outriders. Do you think Outriders still has a future? Are you guys planning on playing it if new content comes out? And how often do you want to see this new content? Let me know all that information in the comment section down below. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn on all those notifications, and if you want to show some more love, to consider becoming part of the Bolt Nation, get that LaserBolt luck, and subscribe to the Bolt Nation. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.
Okay, see you.